It's your girl, Deborah Franklin. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I'm going to wait a few more minutes for a couple of people to come on in and come on in the room. Y'all, just sitting back and just thinking about what's going on in the world and what's happening with everybody. For those of you that are new to me, I am Deborah Franklin. I'm an author, speaker, coach. But the biggest thing is that I do is I help high achieving Christian women to tell their stories, to develop them into multiple streams of income, and to increase their VIP status, meaning their visibility, their influence, and their profits. Y'all, I am here because I just wanted to come on tonight and I just wanted to share my heart to women. And it's the beginning of the year. And one thing that I have been hearing, I've been talking to my team about, is that people are just really, how can I say it? They're not really stuck, but they're just in this place of complacency. I know it's like everybody's like, Deborah, you've been busy. I said, y'all, I started out this year with this strong, high spirit of expectation. I'm like, I'm expecting God to do things just like this, like this, like this. And it's happening. I'm seeing things happen for the summit. I'm seeing things happen for in the lives of the people that are the ladies that are in Church Girl CEO. I'm seeing things happen, but it's like, I still have that tug on my spirit about what God has told me to do and what He has called me to do in this season, about for this first quarter. And I said, you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm not slowing down. I'm not going back, because some of y'all are procrastinating. You're sitting around. You're waiting for things to happen when you need to get up and make it happen. You have been sitting around watching everybody for too long. You have been sitting on the sidelines too long. You know what you have heard from God, and what God has told you to do, and you are still sitting on it. You are not living your fullest potential because you're waiting on somebody else to do it for you. I promise you, y'all, you got to get up and do this. And I saw this quote, and it really messed me up. And I was like, oh, this makes sense. It says, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. And that was by Maya Angelou. Yeah, I know I need to do that one again. I know. Let me go ahead and let me slow it down for the people in the back row. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. Maya Angelou. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all sitting up here worrying about, oh, it's not going to work. It's going to fail. But guess what? How you going to know if it's not going to work if you don't get up and start putting the work in? How you know it's not going to happen if you don't get up and make it happen? How you know that you're not going to be able to succeed if you never try and never start? Like I said earlier today, some of y'all been saying, oh, I'm going out the country. I'm going traveling. You ain't even got a passport. Or better yet, you ain't even went to take the passport pictures. You haven't even went and got the form. Y'all, all you got to do is go to the post office. And actually, I don't even think you got to go to the post office to get the form. You can get the form online and print it out and then take it and turn it in. So this is what I'm talking about. So many of you are procrastinating. You're waiting around and you just won't get things done. God done told you to start the business. He's told you to go back to school. He's told you to go ahead and make that move in that relationship, but you keep holding back. You keep waiting. You keep doing this. And I know some of y'all saying, oh, that was Maya Angelou, but what the Bible got to say? Oh, yeah, I can Bible it for you. Hebrews 3:7. Therefore, as the Holy Spirit says, today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as it is in rebellion on the day of testing in the wilderness. Now, this is the key part of this. If you hear God's voice and you harden your heart, you're considered to be in rebellious. You are rebelling against. And you know, like the old people say, a hard head bring by a soft behind. And if you're like me, you tired of getting your tail beat. Because when God give you a beating, you be like, oh, that's ugly. And some of you need to start to think about that. God has told you to do so many things, and you are procrastinating. You're waiting around. You're not showing up for yourself. You're not showing up for others because you keep trying to take that, you keep trying to hide behind what's going on. You don't want to get up and do the things. Sometimes you, and then the thing is, how you gonna know if God answered the prayer or did anything if you don't put any action? Because the Bible also tells us faith without works is dead. And if you are not working in your faith walk, how can you say that you got faith that something is gonna happen? Because at the end of the day, you can look at a chair all day long. You can look at it all day long and say, "Oh, I know that chair can hold me. I know that chair can hold me." But until you sit on said chair, that's when you're gonna know if said chair can hold you. Yeah, think about it. Think about that. Think about that. Because you have to put your faith in action. You have to put your faith in action. It's just like if somebody says, "I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you," but they never show you or never talk your love language. How you gonna know? So you have got to stop saying what you're gonna do, and no, you got to get it out your mind. It's just like I got one for you. It's just like me getting that treadmill, talking about who in my mind I'm working out a whole lot and ain't got on treadmill yet. But I have been on my treadmill. So not only have I put it in my mind, but I've also put it in action. And how many of you have got all this stuff that you want to do and can do in your mind, but you have not activated it? You have not put it into action. Or what our theme for this year is, you have not ignited the power within you to activate what God has told you to do. Y'all, it is activation time. It is time for you to ignite the power within you and get up and get out and do what you have been called to do. It's time out for you sitting around waiting for stuff to happen. You keep saying, "Oh, I want to be an international speaker. Oh, I want to be an international author. Oh, I want to speak on the big stages." But you won't even take the chance and do it. Oh, since I said international speaker, we got, okay, so y'all know we doing the international summit in Kenya. So guess what? We still got, I think, 3 virtual speaker slots available. And just 3. And I hadn't even changed the price. I left it at the holiday pricing because for me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still in the holiday. I'm still on holiday. But what we have to start thinking about is that those are opportunities that you're passing by. You're passing up opportunities that are there for you. You are passing up opportunities because you just letting it fly by. You just letting things happen. Well, all you have to do is take that chance. God has told you to write the book. God has told you to start the magazine. God has told you to do something other than what you are doing. And because you just said, "I don't know, it's a whole lot of people out there doing that. It's a whole lot of people got magazines. It's a whole lot of people writing books. It's a whole lot." But guess what? That might be true. But think about how many millions of people are in the world. Everybody can't reach all of those millions. That's why we have books in the library. Have you noticed all the books? You don't read all of them. You go to the section that you like. You go to the author that you like. You go do that. Because right now, guys, you got to realize that your voice is what somebody else needs to hear in order for them to be delivered and set free, to not make the same mistakes, to be able to handle the things that are coming towards them. You are that voice that they need to hear. You are that voice that they need to hear. You are that voice. You hear me. You are sitting up. Let me look, just in case you can't hear me. I need you to pay attention. You, I said you watching me right now are the voice that the people need to hear. Because they are going through something that you have already experienced, and they need to know that they too can win. I'm gonna let you think about that. They need to know that they too can win. Yeah, they need to know that they too can win. Because so many people are out here suffering in silence and don't know that, because they may be operating in shame. They may have shame. And then with them feeling like they're operating in shame, they don't realize that somebody else has gone through. because I know I told you guys I've shared a lot about this, especially lately. Like when I had my miscarriage, I was like, I was operating in shame because not only was I not married, I was just starting out in ministry, and I'm like, oh God, what am I supposed to do? But how did I make it through? And when you with what I'm talking about, and I do know this is the story that I'm going to tell. Like, how do you show up and everybody has children? How do you show up in places and everybody has now at this age children and grandchildren? How do you still show up when the desires of your heart have not been fulfilled? Mm. How do you show up and all your friends are married and you're the only one single? I'm gonna let that happen. Or how do you show up and you're married and your marriage is not doing as well as everybody around you? You showing up and everybody else is kikiing and kakai with their spouse, and you sitting up there like you got on the you got on the fake face. How did you survive that? How did you survive having the children that didn't do exactly like everybody else? See, these are the stories that we need to tell, because it's time out for us saying that sin is sin, pray about it, get over it. Because guess what? That is true. But what do I do when I get up from praying? How do I handle those emotions? How do I handle those thoughts? How do I make it to that next step? I'm glad you asked. That's why we are doing this collaboration project. And we have for leading ladies ready to share their wisdom and their knowledge to empower other leading ladies that they too can still make it. They too can still get to that next level, that they too can still show up for somebody else, even in their pain. How do they get delivered from this that they're not bleeding on the people? And it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter that we're not even talking about we're not even talking about ministry. We're talking about bleeding on the people, period. No matter what piece of what part of how can I say this, um whatever industry that you're in. It doesn't matter if you're at work. How do I survive at work and not hurt the people that are around me? And so those are the women that I'm looking for to be leading ladies in this project. Y'all, we got 8 slots left, and we got to fill those 8 slots because God gave me a number for this project, and I'm not stopping until we get it. And God also told me that this project is we're gonna have a book launch in March. We are not holding this out. This is gonna be done in this first quarter because some people need to go into the second quarter ready to promote their businesses and themselves. And I was asked this question today, like, Deborah, why is it so important to have a book? Why is it so important to even be a part of a collaboration? I'm so glad you asked. Having a book makes you the guru in your area. Having your book, you're telling your story, because sometimes, let's be clear, especially to my coaches and service providers, sometimes the people can't afford your services, but they can afford your book. They can hear your story of how you got free, but then it also keeps you in front of their mind, so when they are ready to use your services, they know how to contact you because they done read your story. They've gotten familiar with you. Now they trust you. Now they hear your voice. And those are some things that you can do. Another thing is that when you go out to speak, you go out to coach, you go out to do different things, now you have something that can supplement the fee that you already charge. Or if it's a pro bono thing, a lot of times we can show up to places and they might not have been able to pay us, or let's be honest, we had to pay a speaker fee to help with had to pay. It was a pay to play situation. So now you got a way to guarantee getting your money back. Not guarantee, you have a way of getting back some of that investment that you made because now you have a book to sell at that event. And a lot of times you could do it as supplements. You could do it as in packages. You have to start to think past go on how you can be able to develop multiple streams of income in what you are doing. And that's what this project is going to do. That's what this project is designed to do, to help you develop, not only to help the people that read it, but to help you financially. You have got to start to think outside the box and know that you know that you know that you are ready to grab hold to the vision, and know that you are not going to be procrastinating anymore. It is, you are listening to me under the sound of my voice, whether you're here with me live or you're listening to me on the replay. And I need y'all to drop some comments down there. Let me know you here. Let me know who's on here with me. You have got to start letting people know that you got a story, that your story is important, that what you do and what you have gone through matters. You matter. And your story is that you didn't go through what you went through for yourself. You went through and you survived what you went through because you were supposed to tell your story. You were supposed to share your story with the world. And I did say world, because this particular collaboration is already set up to where it will be internationally recognized. It will have international distribution and available internationally on a different level than what we already do. Y'all, I promise you, this project is going to be something that you're going to admire, and you're going to see that being a part of this is going to open up some different doors for you and your business, whatever business you are in, because it's going to give you additional, you heard what I say, additional visibility. Because sometimes, a lot of times y'all worried about the likes, y'all worried about y'all worried about the likes, you worried about the comments, you worried about all that stuff. And guess what? Them people that's not going to use you as your services. The ones that are going to reach out to you are the ones that don't say nothing, because they've been watching you. And if you have a book, now you showing up. She got some credibility. I can look her up. And I'm being so serious. If you know that this is your time to write a book, and you want to, I'm going to be honest with you, test the waters in a collaboration, because you only have to write a chapter. It's not like you have to write 10 chapters with your own book. You can come together, work with a group, have some people to bounce your ideas off of, work with an award-winning editor and graphic designer that's going to do our cover for our book. So everything is in place. We have the marketing in place. We have everything in place for you. So all you have to do is just sign up. Y'all, we need 10 more people. I think 8 or 10 more people in order to make this project do the project the way that I have envisioned it. But if not, but I need you. I really need you. It's not a if not, it's not a but. But God has already spoke to you. You've already heard it in your spirit. You already know that you said that you wanted to be a published author in 2025. And we are giving you that opportunity to be a published author in 2025. We want you to join in our Leading Ladies collaboration project. Drop me below, inbox me, DM me. I will come back and put the link in the comments, because I want you to be a part of this project. I want you to show up and show out, because I know you are destined for greatness. And because you are destined to greatness, you are going to make this project greater. We are all going to be able to be on the trajectory of going to a different level. And it's only, and as I always say, it is only lonely at the top because you don't take anybody with you. And you're going to be taking the right people with you to the top. So that's what I also want to share with you tonight. Y'all, I'm looking for 10 more people. 10 more people to be a part of this collaboration project. Now, I guess you said, Deborah, you be talking about that, and I have. And I also wanted to share with you, we have a fundraiser that's going on for Church Girl CEO Foundation, because we're getting ready to go on missions. So outside as a publisher and working with Church Girl CEO Foundation, we have a 50-50 raffle. Y'all, the 50-50 raffle is digital. All you have to do, now the crazy part, you don't even have to be present to win, but it'll be a lot more fun, because then you're going to start seeing that ticker tape go up. Go to the tinyurl.com/revup55. Get your virtual 50-50 raffle tickets. Now, if with 50-50, whatever the gross is, you get half, and Church Girl CEO get half. So we are pushing y'all. We pushing. We want to make this $2,000 goal. So both parties will be like, hey, hey, hey. So I want you to go ahead, and as they say, you got to play to win. Y'all, it's just a raffle. It's going to be something fun. And we're going to culminate it on January 24th, doing the Party with a Purpose here in Atlanta. So y'all, I want you to definitely jump on that. And so you're probably saying, what you mean, Deborah, party with a purpose? Oh, yes, honey, we got a party with a purpose. We are coming together on my birthday, January 24th, to celebrate and to celebrate and to do our raffle and just to come out and hang out and have fun and network for your business. This will be a good time to network, a good time to talk, and show up because this is what we do. All right, y'all, we're gonna go to Andretti's because the theme of the party is a speed limit party, or like I say, the racetrack party. Because back in the day they said 55 saves lives. So guess what? I'm turning 55. Woo! And because of that, we decided to do a racetrack theme. So we want you to come out, be a part of the pit crew, come out, do a race with me. We're gonna just have a good time on January 24th and Andretti's. And again, get your 50/50 raffle of Rev Up 55. But most of all, drop me below because I want you to be a part of this project, leading ladies of wisdom and knowledge and empowerment, so you can be a part of what we're doing and help us take it to the next level. All right, guys, I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one. Peace.